Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In last video we have seen what exactly was the decision support system and why we needed a data warehouse. So during that session we have talked about operational systems. So before moving on to the further details, I just wanted to quickly touch base upon the concept of operational systems and how actually they are in place in real life scenarios. So explaining operational systems with an example would be a good idea. And that's why I tried to pick up the most relevant use case, which is familiar to most of us. So if you see here, this is a snapshot from Amazon website, and we all purchase from Amazon website, so we know how exactly it looks and feel. So to explain the operational part, I will try to explain each and every area that has been highlighted with different colors and how it may be working in the background. So the first step, first things first, whenever we are purchasing something, so in this case we are talking about the retail domain, but not only this, but to any domain, whenever we are going online and then basically trying to purchase or trying to order something, then the customer order journey is invoked. So I'm talking about the order journey. So this statement is very important because it does not mean that from the front end we have entered something and then in the back end it has been stored. No, it is not like that. Basically the data gets stored. However, the number of steps are triggered as soon as we invoke some action on the front end. So that is where basically, since it is a multiple step process and every step needs to be completed before moving on to the next step, we call it as a journey. So you will see this term in the other areas as well as we progress with this slide, but this is a customer order journey. So everything that we do, it is an order that has been invoked by a customer. Generally, your user IDs, details, credit card details, delivery address are linked with this journey, and the product details are also linked with it. Moving on to the next one. Now if we see here, we have a product name, we have the details of the product, okay, and drill down details of the product as well. So mostly in most of this operational systems, it is stored in product catalog. This is a very fundamental area where basically an important area as well, where basically a separate team works on the new products that are supposed to be introduced into the market. So depending on the individual industry strategy, they derive new products, how they want to launch it, when they want to launch it, and based on this product catalog is generally scheduled in the real-time systems. Similarly, the ratings part is here. So right now I don't want to get into the ratings. So this is a separate area that gets stored into the system so that this can be a feed for improvement to the existing products. Then I will take you to the promotion part. So if you see here, there is a 10% discount that has been applied onto this particular product. Now promotions are very important because depending on how they want to promote this product, okay, there can be different strategies that a marketing team or the market research team may have identified, depending on the different geographical regions or depending on different customers segments as well. These promotions could be different for different individuals. So uh, the input from marketing as well as operational side, or as well as from the market research area, derives what kind of discounts or promotions are supposed to be applied. So that is so promotions team actually directly works with the product catalog team as well. Then comes the billing journey. Again, I'm saying here a journey. The reason behind that is it's not exactly the cost that you pay to the user, but there are a lot of further drill downs that are available in the billing journey, where basically customer may pay through credit card. Then the journey for that customer would be different, or if it pays through cash, then it is a different journey. Also, the calculation of tax depending on the postcode or the region or the product may vary. So depending on different attributes, this journey may be different. So again, I'm saying this is not a simple process where we have paid and the process is closed. No, it is covering a lot of steps behind the bars, which will not be visible to us. Similarly, the supply chain journey. So again, once we order it, right, generally we see that the product is available or not. So in this case, we can see that only two are left in the stock. So the speed is basically through the supply chain area. So whenever the customer places an order, the first thing that is triggered is whether that product is really available or not. And once it is available and customers concludes the order goes into the supply chain area, where in the warehouse the product is locked with that customer's name, and then basically it triggers the shipment process, where basically the shipment of the physical shipment of the product is initiated, which is then concluded with the actual delivery of the product. And once the delivery is complete, then this supply chain journey gets completed. So this is a high level overview on the supply chain. And similarly, we have a return journey as well. So when customer actually invokes a return request, so there are a lot of detailed steps that are part of the supply chain as well. So it is a separate area itself, which probably is not right thing to discuss in this area, but this is good enough to explain you that whatever we see in the front end and the back end, basically there are operational systems that are working, okay, and they are handling different areas of this whole order. And one important part that I want to explain it over here is that these all things are interlinked. So it is not like that these things are happening in silos and they do not know what is happening in the different areas. So customer order journey is completely linked with the product catalog, promotions, billing journey, and supply chain as well. So they give inputs and receive inputs from different systems, and based on that only the order gets fulfilled. So when customers put an order, and then when the delivery is concluded for that particular product to the delivery address, then basically this customer order gets successfully completed. Until then, the order is in progress, or it is in pending, or it is in different state that is visible to the customer and also to the backend team that is working on the actual processing of this order. So I hope this actually clarifies that the operational systems are basically the ones which works at real time, and the statuses or the processes are actually interacting with each other at near real time processes, and feed of one system is actually an input to the other one, and then it triggers the process in that system, and that way basically a loop gets closed and the order gets completed. So most of the operational systems actually works that way. There are certain exceptions as well, however, which will be a manual feed may be required in certain specific cases, or a separate process maybe needs to be triggered manually, but those are very specific cases and probably may not be required to be discussed here. So with this, I would close this session, and will thank you for joining this session.